As candidates fight for the final votes ahead of the Iowa caucuses, Hillary Clinton is dodging attacks this morning over her handling of classified emails during her time as Secretary of State. In the latest twist, the State Department is now saying that for the first time that, quote, top secret emails were sent using Clinton's private server, also refusing to make 22 of those emails public because of the classified information they contain. I spoke with Congressman Darrell Issa this morning on Sunday Morning Futures, yesterday morning rather. Here's what he said about it.
You know, there's no one left to lie to in this case about, no, there were no classified documents. Yes, there was classified material. Even the president, who said he learned about it on the news, seems to not have an answer for why 18 of these communications were back and forth with him.
Joining us right now is former prosecutor and Quinnipiac University law professor John Pavia. John, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning, Maria.
What's your take on this?
Well, it's all going to come down to what's in these emails that they redacted, so you really can't see what's in them. But these statutes, in the letter of the law, does not say anything that you knowingly have to transfer or transmit confidential information or top secret information. In practice, you usually don't see a prosecution unless someone knowingly transfers or mishandles information, which on its face is top secret. So once these emails or some content of these emails comes out, we'll know better, such as the identity of an intelligence agency or agent was in one of these emails.
Yeah, but they're not going to release that. The State Department has said 22 emails will not be released to the public, so we'll never know what's in those emails. That's the point.
Well, we may not know the identity of an agent, but for instance, the FBI certainly knows. And if the FBI is going to move forward, they're only going to move forward if one of these emails has something that on its face is top secret. Remember, it's on television where you see something where they stamp it top secret. In reality, a lot of these documents never have any classification on them until after the fact. So, but if something is blatantly top secret on its face, then there's a problem.
I think that's the point of this. It's blatantly top secret.
She's the Secretary of State. Everything's top secret. Her menu as to what she orders, when she picks up her laundry, she knew or should have known that everything that comes to her is top secret. You get that training when you're a member of Congress, whether you're a member of the State Department, whether you're the Secretary of State or some low-level employee at the Secretary's office. That being said, the fact that she has continuously denied and blamed, as was said earlier, I think is real. I think is relevant, and it's dramatically affecting the outcome of this election. To think that she's losing right now to a socialist, it's unbelievable.
So you think that's the reason?
Absolutely.
But in practice, right? But in practice, the cases that have gotten prosecuted, the Scooter Libby case, or any of the cases where the person in possession of the information, it was those cases where the information was blatantly obvious, top secret on its face.
No.
But they are saying that it is top secret.
Absolutely. Okay, no doubt. But again,
it feels like you're not including the latest information. The latest information is that there are 22 emails that the State Department says they cannot release to the public.
No disagreement. My point is, some of these documents get their classification after they're read.
No.
Right? I'm sorry, go ahead.
There's an issue here, however. There are documented cases of soldiers being prosecuted for accidentally having information. U.S. Code states that it's having the information. Her lawyer had the drive in his safe, which was unsecured, contrary to, say, General Petraeus' safe, which was in a guarded home in a secured safe. There are soldiers that have been prosecuted and dishonorably discharged for accidentally bringing something home or having something shipped home after they're wounded. Also, when it comes to the SAP programs, for instance, if that plays out to be true.
And that's special access
programs. Right. That's even above that, and we now see that. Also, whether she strips it away or someone strips away the header, the information is the same. And to the senator's comments, yes, you are trained. You are read into TSSCI. It's about a 6-month process. You are read into these programs. You use code word authentication for SAP. There is no way that the political narrative outweighs what the law says, which is possession, not markings.
And no disagreement. All I'm saying is I don't think the FBI moves forward unless something is blatantly top secret on its face, which, from what we've heard last week, for the State Department itself to say it's top secret.
The law doesn't state blatantly top secret. It's possession of classified information.
Can I raise a question? But it would take a Justice Department under the Obama administration to file criminal charges against a presidential candidate. Has that ever happened in history? What is the likelihood of that happening? Even if a crime was committed, you have to have the guts to take that step against a fellow Democrat.
Well,
I'm sorry.
What do you think about Darrell Issa? I mean, Darrell Issa said, very straightforward, that the FBI would like to indict Hillary and Huma Abedin, her aide, because of this.
And they may very well. And I'm not defending Hillary Clinton. All I'm saying is in this situation and in most situations in practice, and agencies have employees all the time who are getting reprimanded for mishandling information. What I'm saying is in this case, to move forward against Hillary Clinton, who's running for president, the FBI is going to have something, I think, that's blatantly obvious on its face. And they may have something in these 22 emails. I'm not saying they don't, but I think that's what's going to be required to move forward.
I think you bring up a very good point on this. It's not just Hillary Clinton or even Huma Abedin. They're investigating the issue, which means anywhere it reaches within the State Department, you will see an investigation carried out. There may be an employee who doesn't want to go to jail or doesn't want to take the fall that may roll on this, and this is how investigations play out. Could be that Hillary Clinton gets somebody who says, I'm not taking the bullet for you.
Yeah, you know, the one thing that keeps coming out is the focus on Jim Comey, the head of the FBI. And anyone who brings up Jim Comey says the same thing, that he is a man of integrity, that he will do the right thing.
We'll soon find out.
And we will soon find out. Because the whole political pressure is there. Do you want to indict? Do you want to push forward on this story in the middle of a presidential election?
A political pressure like an anvil on his neck.
And they need to obviously interview Hillary Clinton. That's the next step.
It could be argued that the safest route to go here for the Obama administration and for the Democrats is for a prosecution to move forward. Because if there's no prosecution, there's going to be lingering questions that she got favorable treatment. And history shows that the sitting administration, the sitting party, that has someone who does not get prosecuted actually suffers later on.
Right, and then you've got, you know, the FBI in question.
That's right.
So we'll see how it plays out. John, thank you very much.
John
Pavia joining us. Don't miss